Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we love pop culture. Today, it's time for another comic book review, as we have a new series to look at by Image Comics. Now, do I think this series has a bright future, or should it just be left out in the dark? Well, let's get on with my comic book review of ShadeCraft Issue number 1. The story here in issue 1 takes place in the city of Joliet, Illinois, and revolves around the character Zadie. We will learn that Zadie doesn't have many friends in school other than Josh and Kate. And when it comes to her personality, it's a bit too impulsive for her own good, and also can be somewhat erratic. But I guess that makes sense because she has giant shadows following her around that only she can see. Zadie does have a brother named Ricky, who was not only the most popular kid in school, but was known as the life of the party. That was until he was involved in a car accident a year ago and was left in a coma. Now, after a disagreement with her parents on what the future might hold for Ricky, that's when, rather than putting up with being lectured, in particular by her mother, Zadie decides to take a stroll into the night. But shortly after, she will quickly find herself trying to outrun the darkness, but this time she will get an assist in what she believes is her own shadow coming to battle alongside her. However, there will be a startling revelation that the shadow is someone she is very close to, and that's her brother Ricky. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give issue number 1 of ShadeCraft a 9 out of 10. Writer Joe Henderson does a great job of not only introducing us to the character Zadie, but is able to give us enough clues into her backstory and plenty of crazy situations for her to deal with here in real time to make us invested in not only what Zadie is dealing with, but keeping us intrigued as to what these shadows could be and just exactly how did her brother become one. I also like the fact that Joe Henderson really does make Zadie look like she's completely losing her mind, and how others around her also perceive her craziness. The art in ShadeCraft issue number 1 is done by Lee Garbett and colors by Antonio Favela, and are really solid at telling emotional character moments and excel when it comes to the shadows. But for me, the standout is when Zadie is on the run in the woods. It's so pulse-pounding, it feels as if Zadie or the shadows will jump off these pages at any moment. Now, issue number 2 of ShadeCraft is scheduled to be released on April 28th, and I'll definitely be on board to learn more about these shadows and how will Zadie deal with the revelation that her brother is one as well. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this comic book review for ShadeCraft issue number 1. Now, did you read this comic? And if you did, what are your thoughts? Comment down below. Now, this week here on the channel, I'm going to be reviewing 3 comics that came out this week. Already up is my review for Silk issue number 1, and coming soon is my review for Nuclear Family issue number 2. So guys, if you like comic book reviews like this, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.